fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Red Wolves offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
To the air, it's Rayner. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rucker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
And the Red Wolves with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Cross. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Summers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Missouri State's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Clark wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Bears line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. A fair catch called for and made. So here comes the Missouri State offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. A strike downfield. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Under fire. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Catch in the middle. It's Little. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. Turning it on! They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
The Red Wolves kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Oh, he's got a chance. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him, the defense, that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
And the Red Wolves have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Line out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He'll pull it on the read. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Clark to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Punt is on its way. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Rucker. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Clay. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
To the air. It's Rayner. Makes the grab. It's Burris. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Clark wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
And the Bears will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The Red Wolves lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Burris. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Arkansas State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Clark to fire. Got his man. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Lets it fly. All alone as he catches it. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
That's that's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
The Red Wolves will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Complete to start this drive. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Snap it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Clark wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
And the Bears will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And the Red Wolves send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So here comes the Bear offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Clark to fire. Finds his tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Red Wolves can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
1st and 10 coming up. They'll give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the run, it's Clay. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and I can take some big shots at man coverage down the field. And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
And the Red Wolves are rolling down the field. Off play action on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Bulls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The hand to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, And the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
They'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. On the run, it's Cross. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Trying to run, it's Cross. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Now facing a 3rd and long. QB draw. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on 4th down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. give to the running back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Clark wants to throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
The Bears are on the move. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. Across the 25. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Clark to fire. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. And just settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Burris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Red Wolves will have it 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Summers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
And the Red Wolves will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. The give to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Clark wants to throw. Puts it out of the air. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Got it behind the line. It's Burris. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4th.
The kick is on its way, and the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Clark to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it and advance and get what he can get.
And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.